Nah. Perfect. Hey, hello. I want to show you very quickly this effect that you can create in Zbrush. Very easily you can do this complex type of water or liquid bubblegum effect. So very complex in geometry, but very easy to do in Zbrush using dynamics. It's going to be very fun to do. So let me show you first before I do what is this about. So yeah, you can see this is very complex geometry and we can do very quickly with the dynamics. So let's start using a dynasphere. Let's use one that is small and not one. I don't want to use a very big one. So this one, let's not save these changes. So we have this one, and now let's do a duplicate of this. Duplicate. Okay, I have two spheres. I'm going to isolate the second one, and now I'm going to go to deformation and I'm going to start adding a bit of noise. I'm going to subdivide and then a bit more of noise. Okay, another subdivision, that should do it. Now I'm going to exit solo mode and I'm going to activate live boolean and I'm going to put this one in subtraction mode. Okay, so one thing I'm going to do now is well, I can tweak a bit this by just this sphere with control and clicking on the, yeah, this is going to be very complex to do. Maybe we can do just with inflate, inflating this one. I can tweak a bit the effect. So depending on, well, when you see the final effect, depending on this value, depending on what you do here with this, you will have different results. You will have more control or less control, more granularity on the final result. So feel free to experiment with this in this stage. I'm going to keep it like this for now. Okay, so I'm going to go to subtool, make boolean mesh, and now I should have this boolean mesh here. I'm going to go to geometry, dynamic subdivision, activate dynamic subdivision. I'm going to put one subdivision only, and I'm going to activate thickness, more or less, I don't know, something like this. Should be good. Okay, I'm going to use the dynamics tab. I'm going to dock it here on the left. I already have it here. So I'm going to deactivate everything here, just keep gravity. And now what I'm going to do is use the transpose cloth brush, and the only thing I want to do now is just drop it into the ground. One thing that I can show you before doing this is, for example, if you activate these effects, for example, you activate deflate and you move this thing, you're going to have super nice effect. For example, this one that looks like water spreading onto the floor, super cool thing to do. Or maybe, I don't know, the expand, it will have this other effect. It can be at the base for something that you want to sculpt later on more complex. So it's a nice base to start, but for now I'm just going to deactivate everything. I mean, experimenting with these things is super fun. I'm going to just drop this thing into the ground, and this is going to be my base for the effect that you saw before. So I'm going to grab the cloth slide brush, I'm going to activate the brush now, and this is where the fun begins. I'm not even using my Wacom, so I'm just going to do this. Look how fun it is. It looks like it's almost like bubblegum or very slimy thing. So yeah, you can from here, you know, I will let you experiment and do whatever you feel. This is, I mean, try this thing because it feels very fun. Let me do a bit more of complexity. You know, there will be these separate parts that will be very fun to move around, and with this brush is super fun to do. And they will add this layer of complexity. So bigger brush, so we affect more this thing. You can create very interesting dynamic feeling to this bubblegum water, or I don't know, whatever type of liquid or something that you want to create with this, with the cloth brush is very, very interesting to do. You can add an extra complexity by, for example, using inflate. Let's run the simulation inflating. Now we will add a bit more of roundness to it, so looks more like liquid. Now you can activate a material more chromatic, something like this. I don't know. Yeah, very easily, very fast. You have this effect, crazy effect, and yeah, feel free to experiment with it and find um, your own ideas. Okay, so hope you like it. Bye bye.